Once upon a time, in a quiet little village nestled between hills, there lived a kind-hearted man named Arjun. Arjun was not rich, he owned a small tea stall at the corner of the village market. Yet, every morning, he would light a tiny lamp in front of his stall, smiling at everyone who passed by. People often wondered, why does he light a lamp when there is sunlight all around? One day, a young boy named Kiran came running to him, tears in his eyes. His family had just lost their crops to a heavy storm, and he didn't know how they would survive. "I don't know what to do," Kiran cried. "My parents are worried, and I feel helpless." Arjun looked at him gently and said, "Come, sit with me." Kiran sat on the small wooden stool beside the tea stall. Arjun handed him a cup of warm tea and asked, "Tell me, what is troubling your heart the most?" Kiran wiped his tears and said, "Everything is going wrong. Nothing is going right. How can I hope for good things?" Arjun nodded slowly. "I understand. Let me tell you a story." He began, "Once, there was a tiny seed lying in the soil. It was surrounded by darkness and mud. Every day, it wished for sunlight, but storms and rain made it think it would never grow. Then, one day, it decided to focus on the water and nutrients around it. It started sending roots deep into the soil and slowly, it pushed its tiny sprout above the ground. The sun finally touched it, and it bloomed into a beautiful plant. The seed's life changed not because the sun came faster or the storms disappeared, but because it chose to grow despite the darkness." Kiran listened carefully, eyes wide. "Do you mean I should just think good thoughts?" he asked. Arjun smiled, "Not just think. You must believe in them and act. Every day, even when life is hard, you can find a small reason to smile, a small step to take. Your heart will feel lighter, and your courage will grow." Kiran nodded slowly. The next morning, he returned home with a new determination. Instead of feeling sad about the lost crops, he helped his parents clean the soil and replant whatever they could save. He smiled at his siblings, shared stories to make them laugh, and quietly prayed for better days. Weeks passed. The villagers noticed Kiran's changed attitude. Slowly, neighbors started helping each other, inspired by the little hope Kiran carried. And then, a kind merchant visited the village and bought all the remaining produce from Kiran's family, ensuring they could survive until the next harvest. Kiran ran to Arjun's tea stall, laughing and crying at the same time. "It worked. We're going to be okay," he exclaimed. Arjun smiled and nodded, lighting the little lamp. "See, Kiran. Life will always have storms. But when you face them with hope, kindness, and positive thoughts, you invite good things into your life. The light doesn't remove darkness, but it shows the way." From that day on, the story of the little lamp and Kiran's hope spread through the village. People began to notice the power of positive thinking. They smiled more, helped one another, and carried small lights of hope in their hearts, just like Arjun's tiny lamp. And so, the village learned that even a small positive thought, like a little lamp in the dark, could light up many lives.